Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Prepping and Survival. So, don't really know what I'm going to do with this video, but guys, it is 6:45 in southwest Georgia. 15 minutes till 6. Look at this. Now I know my floodlight's on where I'm sitting, but you can tell by the trees as dark as they are. Actually, it looks darker in real life than it does on the camera right now for whatever reason. Floodlight's lighting up and tell me again why daylight savings time is a necessity. Because you're not saving any daylight now. I'm sure you are during the summer, but summer days are much longer anyway. So what's the purpose of this? To working people get home at 5:30 and have no time to do anything outside before it's dark. And, you know, I leave the house usually anywhere from 6:45 to 7:15, somewhere in there. And, you know, I leave pretty early. Supposed to be there at 8, so I'm always early. Or most of the time. But guys, it was daylight when I left for work this morning. It was daylight 20 minutes or so before I left for work this morning. So at, you know, I'd have to say 6:30, 6:45, it was daylight. Now, I know farmers work from daylight to dark, but let me tell you something. There's not very many of them that want to start at 6 o'clock in the morning either. There's no reason for them to back this up and cut off the last little bit of time. And, you know, in another 2 to 4 weeks, we're going to be getting dark at 5:15. You know, right after work, boom, it's dark. And you have no time to get anything done. So there's a lot of people out there that say we need to do away with daylight savings time. Well, I just don't see the benefit of it. Now, for someone like me that works a full-time regular job and then also tries to homestead, and you know, I'm building my off-grid property, I'm trying to raise livestock, plan on getting the rabbits, and then down the road, maybe goats, cows, pigs, you know, all that stuff down the road. What purpose is it for it to be dark at 5:15, 5:30? I mean, guys, it is too dark for me to be outside working if it wasn't for floodlights to be on. And what purpose is that? Now, I'm not saying every business, but I'm sure a vast majority of businesses, you know, like grocery stores don't open till 7. Some of them don't open till 8. And, you know, your other major businesses, such as like what I'm in, heating and air conditioning and refrigeration, don't start till 8 o'clock. What's the purpose of it being daylight an hour and a half before we start work when we don't have time to do anything? And then you come home and it's dark before you get anything done. I'm sure, and I can't think of it right this minute, I'm sure there's some legitimate reasons why they want us to have this daylight savings time. But you know what? It's not helping on your power bill. If you've got stuff to do outside, you're going to be running more lights so you can see. It doesn't change the fact that you've got the same amount of time every day, this daylight. Sounded like maybe a shot just then. Somebody may have been back there with a lower caliber rifle shooting. Wasn't on my property, but it sounded mighty close. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm a proponent of daylight savings times or an opponent of daylight savings time, but I don't think I like it very much. All right, so my floodlight went out because I'm not moving. So y'all see this? This is how dark it is. Now I'm gonna turn the light on the camera. Now I am 35, 40 feet from the actual chicken pen. So for a phone light to light up that much, you know, it's fine. But let me go to swing, and the floodlights come back on. I don't see a need for it, guys. I don't see how it's helping the majority of Americans or anybody get more work done in the day when it gets daylight so early and gets dark so early. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me one really good reason that we can't do without for using daylight savings time. One really good reason. And I'm going to go ahead and say, taking the farmer start earlier off the table, they're going to start when it gets daylight, period. Doesn't matter what time it is. So why end the day, you know, an hour earlier for all of those that aren't farmers? Us homesteaders need time to do stuff when we get home. My list isn't getting any shorter. I complete one job and there's another one added to it, or 2 more added to it. I'm sure y'all's are the same way. Anyway, guys, just going to rant about daylight savings time and it getting dark earlier. I hear him over there shooting. It sounds like it's a neighbor, but I'm going to go ahead and grab a firearm and a light and walk back there toward my range anyway, because it's coming from back that direction, and see what's going on. So y'all have a great evening. Remember what I always tell you, Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. And I don't know if you can see him, but Sparky says, be prepared.